Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Stuartholme School. My name is Melissa Downs from 9 News, and it's my pleasure to be your host today as we take a tour through Stuartholme on its open day. We're going to meet some students, we're going to meet some teachers, we're going to meet some parents to find out what they love about Stuartholme and why they think it could be the right school for your daughter. Firstly, though, I'm going to introduce you to the principal, Kristin Sharp. Kristin, jump on in. The weather held out for us. What a gorgeous day.
I was worried.
It is a hive of activity here today.
Oh, it is. This is our favourite day of the year. So lots of energy, lots of people come up and see how beautiful we are.
Because it's a great opportunity to show off what the school has to offer.
Oh, yes. And every time I want to shine, I get the girls to do it. So the girls are having a lovely time.
Yes.
With their stalls and their sports and doing guided tours.
Now you are doing an address for the families here, but also we're going to put that up online later for the families viewing from home. In a nutshell though, what is the essence of Stuartholme?
I think the essence would be that we look after the individual in a strong village community. So you have the synergy of the two, individuality and then community spirit. So.
Yeah. In the 6 years that you have been here, what is it that you're most proud of about the school, what you've achieved here?
I think here there's 100 years of history, and that the spirituality of the place is very kind and inclusive, and that everybody gets to be the best version of themselves, and that I feel that I've continued that and strengthened that and given it a very contemporary context. So I think that's, I would say, the kind, inclusive spirituality. I think that would be, and that because that's 200 years old, it's very important for me to make sure that I've made that stronger and contemporary.
Yes,
so.
And of course the best example of what the school offers are the girls themselves, aren't they?
Absolutely. Like I said, every time I want Stuartholme to shine, I get the girls to do the work.
And we have a girl right here, don't we?
Ready? And Annalise, come on in. Annalise is our core Unum captain.
Yes.
And she contributes when I we do action tours. We're a great team. So whatever I miss out or leave holes in what I have to say, Annalise fills them in beautifully. So I'll leave you in her beautiful
Wonderful,
care.
Kristin.
Right.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Wonderful.
Perfect.
Annalise, thank you for joining me. You're going to be my guide today. And as Kristin said, often the girls do the tours. So because you're the best, you know the school inside out.
Yes, I guess we're the ones who are here every day, learning, catching up with our friends. So yeah, we do know the school quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on a day like today, what is it that you hope people see about the school?
I hope people see the spirit that we have and that we're a very inclusive community, as I think Ms. Sharp said. It's definitely very unique compared to other schools nestled up here on top of the hill. Yeah, I hope you get to see everything that we have on offer, all of our co-curricular, even our subject rooms are here.
Yes. All right, well, let's walk and talk because we're going to meet some of the other girls. Now, just explain to me, you are the school captain, but it's called Core Unum. So what does that mean? And how is that different, perhaps, from what other schools do?
So here at Stuartholme, we're guided by the spirituality of the Sacred Heart.
Okay.
So Core Unum means one heart.
Yes.
And I think it is kind of a motto for our school.
Yes.
Saying that we're united in one heart together
We'll go
in
this
the
way.
Sacred Heart of Jesus. So together as sisters, as a community, Core Unum, really unites us. It's our spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here we have some of our other Core Unum captains, is that right? We have Amy.
Yep,
yes,
I'm
hi.
Amy.
Maddie.
Maddie.
And Hannah.
Hello.
Now we're kind of at this part of the school because this is where we can see a lot of the fantastic sporting facilities. There are 16 sports on offer, I think, at Stuartholme.
So we have a heap and like a diverse range of sports. We have so we have obviously like swimming and water polo. There are water sports, and then we have like sports we play in the oval like AFL, touch. Like we have hockey as well and soccer.
I can see tennis courts over there. Someone's on there playing tennis. Some volleyball courts.
Yeah, it's great. We have I think we have 5 different courts on campus. But then like for sports like netball, we use facilities like elsewhere in Brisbane, like at Downey Park.
And what are the sports that you play?
So I do, I'm not particularly, great at any, but,
I'm sure you are.
I just like to really get involved because I feel like Stuartholme is really good at that. No one misses out on a sporting team. So I do, netball, AFL, water polo and swimming, and touch and cross country, just like kind of a bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's great. There's
That's
heaps of
wonderful.
opportunity.
Okay, well now we do have some ground to cover today, so we're going to start to walk and talk. Amy, I'm going to grab you though, because
Okay.
one of the really interesting things about sport at Stuartholme is that 97% of the girls are involved with 2 or more sports.
Yeah.
That's a huge participation
Yeah,
rate,
it
isn't
is. Yeah.
Okay, let's go around here.
Okay.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that so many girls just get in there and do it?
Well, I think kind of to elaborate on what Hannah just said.
Yes.
It's really part of the culture here at Stuartholme to give everything a go, even if you're not great at it, because again, no one misses out on a team.
Yes.
So if you don't want to be that competitive, there's a team for you.
Yes.
You don't have to be top of the range to give a go and have fun while doing it as well.
But
yeah.
still competitive, because I have heard there are quite
yeah.
a number of girls who represent the state and Australia.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a number of girls who are very competitive.
Yes.
And that's another part of the school is giving everything a go to your best.
Yes.
So whether that's you being really competitive and getting really into it, which is a big part of the school, or even just having fun and giving it a go and supporting your other sisters.
And you had recently your swimming carnival.
Yeah.
I hear that there were a lot of chants. It was very...
Yeah.
that school spirit is alive and well.
Yeah, well, we do have a school spirit stick, which
Yes.
is at every inter-house carnival, one house will win the spirit stick, and that's kind of about your costumes, your chants, how well the girls are participating, your attendance rates, and that's really a big part of spirit here at Stuartholme.
Yes.
Is no one's sitting down at a carnival. If your house is sitting down and you're not cheering, you're the odd one out. Yeah.
That's fabulous. Amy, thank you for that.
That's all right.
Maddie, I'm going to get you in now, because we are going to head over to this beautiful theatre space. So we've been talking about sport, but how does art and theatre fit into Stuartholme?
Art and theatre is a very big part of our lives here at Stuartholme.
Yes.
I feel that this space is, I would say, one of the most utilised spaces in the whole school. We hold our performances here, we showcase
Yes.
our art pieces here,
Yes.
and we even hold our classes in here. So I
Right.
feel like it's quite a big integral part of our school life and community.
Yes. And what about art? Because coming up here in the past few weeks, I've noticed that beautiful mural in the driveway as it has evolved. And you were telling us some of the students have been part of that as well.
Yeah, recently we had a mural done down on the driveway, and yeah, the year 12 art students were invited to paint some of the pillars there, so we've all contributed to it in some way.
Okay, now we can hear the music. We're going to take a quick peek inside. You're probably not going to hear anything that we say, but take me in and show me what's happening. That is fabulous. So this is orchestra?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the concert band playing, Shut Up and Dance.
All right. We'll have lots of happy parents here watching.
Yeah, just welcome everybody here to have a look at how music started to do at home.
You know, that song is what they call an earworm. We're going to be singing that song for the rest of the day. All right. Well, Maddie, thank you for that. I'm going to leave you here, but I'm wondering, where has Annalise? There she is. Hannah, Amy, Maddie, thank you for your time today. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Annalise, join me now. We're going to head over here. Thank you, girls. So what are all these stalls for? What's being shown here today?
So today we have a wide variety of stalls.
Yes.
We do have our Year 9 students
Yes.
who are doing their business ventures this term.
Yeah.
So there is girls selling ice cream in order to raise profits for our fundraising initiative called Caritas.
Okay.
And
And what does that support?
so Caritas is an organisation that we support during Lent.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have JPIC, which is our social justice group.
Yes, tell me about that.
So they're
Our social justice group, and they raise funds, raise awareness, so all of our girls are heavily involved in social justice here at school.
Which is really important.
It's really important, branching out into the community, helping those who are outside our little world up here at Stuartholme.
Yes.
I think it's really beneficial for girls to experience that and see that
many people aren't as fortunate as us, but we can help them.
Indeed you can. All right, I'm going to chat with a couple of parents here, Annalise, and I'll pick up with you afterwards. So if you just wait to the side there, thank you. Hello, Richard. Hello, Sonia. Thank you for joining us. Now, parents of the school.
Yes.
Lots of other prospective parents here today. What was it about Stuartholme that got you over the line?
Well, it was a few years ago for us, but the community feel and the extra co-curricular opportunities that were available for our daughter was overwhelming. To be honest, it really blew us away what was available for her, and so for her that was amazing.
And did have expectations matched what you?
Yes.
The reality matched the expectations.
Yes, it did, because we were only new, so we've got a grade 7, and we came because of the smaller school feel and just the girls. It was actually the open day that sold it for us a couple of years ago. It was like just the confidence of the girls and how happy they were, and they just seemed to love being here. So, and just the smaller school feel. So, and then I met some of the seniors the other day, and every expectation that I thought of what the school ethos is about really did live up to the expectations. So that was good. Yeah. To see.
And what about how your girls have settled in? How does the school embrace a student? How do they? Because you didn't really have any connection with the school beforehand.
No. Well, it was great because it took her a little while to settle in, but that's like going to any school. But she was involved in the swimming, so she had the CASA, and then they had their school swimming day. And since that day, and also the grade 7 camp, she's settled in, and it's been great. So she's really just gets up, goes to school, happy. No dramas.
No dramas.
Yeah.
One of the other interesting things that I thought was raised the other day was that the having boarders at the school does change the culture a little bit, and it I don't know, broadens what your daughters are exposed to.
Well, absolutely, it does. The different aspects of life that different communities are living is shared amongst the entire cohort. So it has been a very good learning experience for not just our daughters, but for us as parents as well.
Well, and what about parent involvement? What is the Stuartholme community like for families?
It really is a community. You've got it spot on there. The parents here get together because we love getting together here as a group, as do the students. But if people would like to get involved, there is the opportunity to come along and get involved. If they don't want to, that's okay too. There's social events or non-social events if people want to. Community is brilliant.
Yeah. One of the things that I guess for many families, the financial commitment of sending a child to a private school, has it been worth it? Is it worth it?
Yes, I believe it is. I think it's like any investment, and you want to put in what you think is going to be right for your daughter or your children, and you will find what you have to make that happen. And as I said, when I met those students the other day, that really showed it to me that there is, the potential for them to get to that.
I think that's right. We've been here just over 4 years now, so it truly has been an investment, and to be able to see our daughter grow, the confidence, as you say, Sonia, the ability to grasp new skills and lifelong skills truly is an investment for us.
So if a parent is coming here and looking at Stuartholme, what do you think they should, what should they be looking for to see if it's the right fit for their daughter?
Well, I think the parents know their daughter better than anybody else, so I think understanding what is going to drive their daughters and push them in that direction to, is it co-curricular, the sport, the music, the drama, those bits and pieces, or is it the academic? Is it the community feel? Is it the nurturing piece? Because it is all here. It is just about understanding where those areas lie for your daughter.
Yeah, and I've just been talking to some of the parents here as well on the barbecue area, and just in general talking to them. And it's also given me confidence in knowing, like, from starting to the girls that are older now, and everything that I've heard has exactly what I was hoping was going to happen. So it's been great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you
Get
very
back
much.
to that sausage.
Yes, I know.
Sizzle
Thank
stand.
you very much.
There are sausages to
That's
turn.
exactly right.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, we're going to head down now. You can just see the beautiful surrounds of the school, of course, nestled up here on Mount Cootha. It is a glorious place for the students to be learning. And all the new families that are coming here today just to check out what the school is like. But we're heading now to two very important people here at the school. We have Deb Lonsdale-Walker and Daniel Crump, the head and heart of the school, or should I say brains and heart of the school, because you look after the academics.
That's right, yes.
And then you are Dean of Wellbeing.
Absolutely, so I look after the students.
Yeah, so it's kind of unique at Stuartholme for those things to dovetail, I suppose.
That's
part and parcel of what we do, and it's inextricably linked for our well-being and our academic programs to work together in harmony, basically. And I guess it comes back to our foundress, Madeline Sophie Barra, and our wisdom women, who say that our graduates are not to end up small and finished, but seriously begun on a wide basis. So,
Yeah, I love that saying. I
that's
really
right,
do.
yeah, setting them up for success beyond the gates of Stuartholme.
So talking about academic achievements, how does Stuartholme stack up?
We're not surprised.
On the spot.
We're not surprised by our
Yes.
academic results,
Yeah.
which are outstanding, and we attribute that to the partnership that we have here in terms of well-being and academic success.
Yeah, so wellbeing is the foundation to academic success, and we don't do it on our own. One of the things I love the most about Stuartholme is that we walk alongside our parents and we wrap around our students to provide this beautiful infrastructure of support. So you've probably heard already today much about the Stuartholme village. You can feel it
Yes,
here
you
in
can.
looking at our students, taking the tours, and that's what enables our students to absolutely be their very best.
So Dean of Wellbeing,
Yes.
I haven't heard of that before, that
No.
role.
Yes.
It's unique. Do you?
It is unique
Yeah.
to Stuartholme, so it means that we dedicate ourselves to the well-being of our young people,
And
because
how does that translate on a day-to-day
on a
basis?
day, well, for example, we have beautiful teacher mentors, so a dedicated teacher that works with our students every day on what their well-being and learning goals are, and looks after them and gets to know their story and gets to know their family, so that when problems arise, as they do with all young people,
Yes.
we work with the parents to get that plan
and
in
you're
place.
better equipped to deal with it because you understand more.
Absolutely, and we know the families, and that's the great thing about the size of Stuartholme. It's a school that is, 685 students, so no family is unknown to us.
Well, that's the thing
Yeah.
that you do hear about Stuartholme, is that the numbers just allow each child to be known.
Yes, that's exactly right. So today's a beautiful day because we're chatting to parents that we're working with every day of the week, and our girls are doing a beautiful job in leading tours and sharing that heart and mind
Yes.
with those that are looking forward to being part of our future.
And I was talking to Annalise before, and she mentioned, of course, the beautiful grounds here.
Yes.
How does that affect learning?
Absolutely affects learning. In terms of every day you arrive here and you feel connected not only to the buildings and the surrounds here, but nature. We're in quite a unique position.
Yes.
And the other part is we've got boarding at the heart of our
Yes,
community
yes.
as well. So where the learning happens downstairs, upstairs is a home for our students as well. And that makes it really the heart of what Stuartholme has to offer as well.
On a day like today, you meet a lot of prospective parents. What are the things that they are asking? What do they want to know?
They want their daughters to be safe and well, and they want them to have courage and be empowered and know that there is an infrastructure and village to stand alongside of them, because parenting's not an easy job. It's the toughest gig I've had, and so when you walk alongside each other as a team, it makes the job much easier. So helping that young person reach their potential is a much easier task when we work together. So that's what parents have shared with me today.
And you, Dan?
It's been wonderful meeting the parents. They want to know, of course, about the learning programs, but ultimately what Deb has got there, the heart of it, is when they leave us, that they're equipped, ready to take on the world with that purpose, energy, and the knowledge to hit the heights.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks.
We
It's a
are going to
pleasure.
continue
Thanks
on.
for
There's a lot
stopping
to
by.
see. Thank you.
Enjoy. See you later.
All right. Here we go, Annalise. I thought I'd lost you there for a minute. So now tell me, one of the things that Deb and Dan were talking about was preparing a Stuartholme girl for the future. They want you to be a leader of all things. How do you feel that is integrated in daily learning?
Well, each day we're engaged in classes and extracurricular activities that
Yes.
make us often come out of our comfort zone and
Yes.
be brave and do new things that we're
Yes.
not used to. So we're put up to lead. We be leaders in our own rights, and our opportunities gift us with such great things
Yeah.
that we can continue to grow and develop into women, that when we step out into the world, we're truly ready and really experience many things.
I do think you are ready. Now listen, this is one of a beautiful area of the school. I mean, look at these old staircases and the ceilings. That tradition of the school is a really important part of Stuartholme.
Yes, very much so. It's very important to us as students and as a whole community with
Yes.
our teachers and alumni. So our foundress, St. Madeline Sophie Barra, founded the Society of the Sacred Heart 200 years ago now, and we're in our 101st year of Stuartholme School.
Yes.
So it's very special, starting our second century. Yeah.
And how does that give a sense of importance to the school, that Sacred Heart? How does that flow through the day, the learning?
Well, in everything that we do, we're challenged to be the best that we can be. So our spirituality, through our learning, through our sporting programs,
Yes.
we're just encouraged to give it a go, help our sisters out, always be a community, be there for each other. So I think that's really lovely about our Sacred Heart tradition.
Absolutely. And look at this view. I bet you never get tired of looking at that.
Never. It's so breathtaking. The girls love it every single day. It's just so intricate that you just don't stop looking at it. It's beautiful.
And being nestled here, just on, the foothills of Mount Cootha, I mean, it's a sanctuary, really.
Definitely. The greenness just is so calming. We come to school each day and are just relieved to be in nature, with nature, like integrating our learning, being one with nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
beautiful.
lovely. It's really beautiful.
Okay, now I can see there's one thing over here that I've heard a bit about, the bell that's up there. So tell me what happens, and I'm going to get you to hold that for 1 minute. Tell me what happens with that bell on the last day of school?
Sure.
Yes.
So on the last day when the seniors graduate for the year, so it's now in around late October, before external exams, the seniors, the rope at the top gets dropped down and the Corunum committee gets to ring the bell, jump up and down, ring the bell. It's like a tradition signifying the seniors finishing. And we do something called a spirit circle.
All the other girls come out?
All the other girls are around here. We do a spirit circle.
Yes.
It's really quite a lovely tradition.
I bet it is. All right, we're going to go in and have a look at one of the classrooms. So it's a French classroom today. Are you doing French?
Not currently. I did it in grade 7 and 8, but not anymore.
Do you do a language now? Or?
I'm not very a languagey person, so unfortunately I don't, but I do know the girls who are doing French and Chinese are absolutely loving it.
Do they?
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
Perfect.
Thank you. Hello. Hi, Sam. This is Sam Oglethorpe, one of the French teachers and humanities as well at Stuartholme. Tell me, we've looked at the sport facilities, the theatre and art. How does language and the humanities fit into the Stuartholme curriculum?
Well, language it's really a part of a well-rounded education here at Stuartholme. Just tapping into that shared sense of humanity and being able to communicate with other cultures and people from other cultures. So we really value and favour language study here too.
And French has a special place.
Yeah, we've got a strong history with France. We've got about a 120-year history with the Order of the Sacred Heart. So the Order of the Sacred Heart was founded in 1800 by Madeleine Sophie Barat. So we've got a lot of historical links with France, which we've maintained. We've got sister schools in France.
And so what does that mean? Do you send girls over? Do they come here?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we've got an exchange program where students usually go at the end of year 10 or 11 and spend some time in a French family over there, and then we've got French students that come back as well.
And you do tours as well, is that
That's
right?
Yeah, so just at the end of 2019 we took a French tour to Lille, parts of Belgium and Paris as well for about 3 weeks.
Right.
And so that was for years 9, 10 and 11.
Just to put the French into real life practice.
That's right, yeah. So the students stayed with the French family for a couple of weeks and went to school each day, and we did the Australian battlefields as well, and all the big sites in Paris too.
And you have a student here who was on the tour, was she?
Yeah,
yes,
we've got some students over here. So
a whole group. Who's putting their hand up to be the main talker? Yeah, okay, great. Well, I'm going to come around this side. So did you all go to France on this tour?
Yes. Well, we didn't. We went on exchange.
Okay, so I'm going to just come over here for you first. So you went on exchange. So that was with the sister school?
Yeah,
Okay.
so Le Perverie, which is in Nantes, so Jade and we went on exchange, individual ones, and we left just before Christmas time in 2019.
And how was that to be immersed in the culture like that?
Yeah, it was really good.
It was amazing and it really, really helped the French out.
Yes.
It was absolutely awesome.
Okay, and so you girls then did the tour, the 3-week tour, is that right? So you got to go to school, but you also visited the battlefields.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was quite life-changing actually, like even just the different culture and like be able to go to school and then do all the tourist attractions in Paris. It was just amazing. So, yeah.
What was your favourite part?
My favourite part was staying with my family. Like being immersed in the culture was such a cool experience that will never happen again. So it's really cool.
And did your French grades go up after the trip?
Honestly, I'm not
not sure. I think it just helps more with like our speaking in general, just like our understanding of French and like the history behind everything that we were doing in class. It just like put like a good picture of what we were doing kind of for us. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Girls, thank you so much for your time. I'm jealous. I would have liked to have gone to France. That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you for your time. Okay, we're going to head around. So, Annalise, is this kind of a typical classroom? Is this kind of a typical classroom that you work from each day?
This is a typical classroom. So this is actually my English class that we were just in.
Okay, great.
So we usually, just set up in desks. It depends on the room. It's usually in rows or circles.
Yes.
The circles are great for collaboration and ideas.
Yes.
Desks are great for maths and science subjects where you need to concentrate really, really hard.
Okay, so now we're going into, this is called the Australia room, isn't it? And this is where the choir is going to perform. We're going to hear a little bit more music. Hello! We're going to push our way to the front if that's all right, just so the camera crew can see. We'd love to see the girls performing. So what choir is this?
I believe this is the junior choir.
Junior choir.
Our Joanie voices, I think. Yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. They perform at all of our school masses, at our assemblies, performances all throughout the year. Yeah, so Mr. Mia is our...
Andrew, come on up. We'll listen to the students first and then we'll have a quick chat. This is just one aspect of music here at Stuartholme. It's very diverse, isn't it?
That's right. Of course, throughout the day we've had our rock bands. We've also had the concert band and our string orchestras as well. And at the moment, with the choirs, it's a wonderful opportunity to rehearse and perform in such a beautiful traditional building like this. It's a natural acoustic that allows their voices to shine.
And music is much more than just music. It's girls connecting, forming friendships, those integrated friendships as well.
Absolutely. And look, we find with the ensemble program at Stuartholme, it's the conduit to give them personal expression. And for many of them, they make friendships right across the various year levels.
Which is beautiful. Okay, we're going to have to leave it there. We could stay all day, but Andrew Meir, thank you so much.
Thank you, Melissa.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
So Annalise, we're going to head into the chapel, but the interesting thing is this was the original chapel for the school, wasn't it?
The Australian room was.
Which is a beautiful space, but when you see where we're about to walk into, I mean, it's all the city, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is absolutely amazing. Every time each girl walks in here, every time we have assembly or mass, it's absolutely breathtaking. We love it.
What role does, we're going to walk over to this side, what role does the chapel play in the school?
The chapel, when you talk about Corunum, one heart,
yes, and come and stand over here with me.
Is like the centre of our school. Maybe similar to like a spiritual hub where we connect as one, and we're held here as a whole school community, which is really special.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, Annalise, thank you. We are going to leave it there. We are going to have the principal's address for you in a moment, and then we'll be back in half an hour with a tour through the boarding school. We hope that you can join us then.